Boom! Hello and welcome. I'm back here. Well, me and my Redcollarwolf here is back here to show you more Personato. Yes, Personato. He's back. I've done my little waistcoat on it. I might as well call it what it is. Yeah, sorry about Sunday, last Sunday too. Forgot about last Sunday. No little shit was happening. Get to leave a follow. Yeah, I'm deciding to go back to Personato. Let's go play a bit more of that. Then we can. And I also got 2 Point Hospital coming up on this Sunday. I actually didn't have a game that last Sunday, so. Oh, and later on, we're still gonna do the. Oh, but the Boom Fu one, whatever it's called. Boom Ming Fu. That's what it would be called, isn't it? I don't know. I believe it's the spelling of Boom Wing. People like the woodpecker. I don't even know what type of breed of woodpecker that it is, let's be honest here. I'm just gonna add it somewhere I don't know, Dragon. You'll do the job. I was like thinking about adding in the Kisman parrot or Kisman Wasetta or whatever. I believe that's the other name for it. It's a type of Australian bird that has a reddish color with blue wings for its coloring. I might call it the Kisman parrot. But also another interesting thing I ended up running by was the fact that parrot is using in the mountains. Pretty sure I could have seen a flash of one before when I just looked on there. Like going up in the top area. Actually in that area we could have found something called finger limes. Actually it might be interesting to see how one of those look like and draw them. They're really weird looking boys. I wish we were actually in the time period when we were up there to actually see them. The same place you got the macadamians from. What a spice alpine was. Alrighties, we have to make sure we tell people that this is happening. That's usually a very important part. Oh, we go here. Let's get everything set up. Oh, 511. We're going places. People are seeing us far and wide. I don't even know what type of prison type I'm going to do this time. Gonna have a good thing about it. In some way, then we might be getting a lot more. When we're doing Pizarro Tech, the Moon series, we're getting a lot of people on viewing it. But lately it's been at least someone committing to view. Or at least some people are committing to view me, which I reckon that's a good sign. Oh, it might not be. Who knows? Actually, it is a good thing. You're better off having a lot of better off being small with a lot of loyal people than being big. Oh, here we go. I actually don't need. Oh, hang on. I gotta. Part 15's up. I gotta do that too. I mean, share that. Part 15. I can't continue on the moon prison due to the fact that it literally took a day to get past a day in Personato. So I won't continue trying to fix that boy up. It isn't worth my sanity. Actually, I lost that so long ago. It's a joke whenever I see it. There we go. Part 15. Oh my god, look at these little chickies. Oh, I did play the demo for that the Wii Set story one. So I'm seeing what he did. chicken and the kitty. The chicken looks really nice. That's actually what I was gonna look at when I was looking at chickens to base it on. Basic chickens. Oh, that wolf. Oh god. No one told me that the wolves were in town for that, I was watching a page where someone gives a code out to draw, and if it's right, it's really not, and it's a wolf. Oh my god. Oh my god, wolves. Wolves are everywhere. Okay, I gotta look at that later. Oh. What's sunscreen? Oh, sorry. What's sunscreen in my eyes? I think it has to be. All these wolves look amazing. Wow. Oh, he looks cool too. Oh wow, he looks really cool. Oh, that's a cool idea. This wolf is basically an ice wolf. Imagine that in Unknown Dragon. Ooh, that'd be really cool. Let's put that down in my list of things to do before I forget about it. Here we go. I also gonna put in a spider type thing. Ice wolf. Yes. If the blood would have to be any element, I think the blood wolf would be more of an air element. I think would be the best description of him. Okay, let's keep focusing in. I'll cut out the moon. I just don't know what area we're gonna do. Or what place. It's just this posting her stuff too. I'm gonna get her going on some stories. But any stories she told me, I'm gonna make sure I write it down here. It's a little checklist, so I've got to make sure I remember it. Because what she told me about was a mad scientist who uses emeralds from a different world. And it's gonna be like somewhere on the border, like, the border between the plains and the Darkwood Forest. That's gonna be really interesting. Seems like it looks like someone else has joined. Hello. I'm getting distracted by wolves. Someone made a picture up pop of wolves. Oh god, they all look amazing. If that isn't obvious, I do like wolves. I like those and all that. That's really cool. I'm going to quite well with another little. I wanted to make a little mini game I've done lately over the past 20 days. I did want to take half the time and what that is, but oh well, that's how long it took me. Called What's Outside. That should be not too far out from being out. All I gotta do is fix up the update. It needs to update. What are you doing? It's updating itself. Are you kidding me? Everything like had the update today. Like what? Yeah. It's been I reckon do a little space game called What's Outside. Actually, let's see. I should have not closed it down. Let's have a little look at the boy. While we wait for it to figure itself out. I think I'm doing a little icon too. I do need to get someone to test it out, or at least a fresh pair of eyes, like my sister's gonna do. I've either played it for way too long. And hopefully when I get all the aiming system done properly, it's not going to be incredibly 5 times more harder. Although kind of I do want it to be harsh, but not too harsh. Like, I don't want you to be dying in the first 5 seconds of surviving. Or first 5 minutes, that's fair enough, but first 5 seconds is a no. Let's see it. There you go. Let's have a looky. Make sure that's not gonna display more than what it needs to. Yep. There we go. Look at this boy. What's outside? I'm actually not gonna make it more complex than that due to the fact that it's meant to be a small game and I don't want to make it more complex. And this boy, get out of my way. I don't need you. Oh, my village son hit it. Yeah, either I've played this thing for too long, or actually, I don't know. What? I've probably gotten good at this. Well, who knows? Probably compared to some people, I'm not so good at it. Even when I made the game and tested it 50 bloody times. I don't think this one quite works as what it's meant to be, unless time-wise it takes longer than what it should, but I don't think it should. There we go. So I had to stop it. I just had to fix that. That's a tiny little bug I've got to look into. I thought that might have been the case, I had to stop it. Then you get these orange billets with the fire billets, so I've got these upgrades all done and dusted. Compared to the last time I showed this, which is really nice. Oops, that's kind of a waste of a block, but I guess it's not really limited. I like to put a bit of a limit on you, so here you can't actually splint now because it's been disabled. But I probably should do that with a shield, like with the block, so it's a bit more of a punishment, but not a punishment at the same time. It's just so you can't use it infinitely. There's a countdown on the block too. It was a bit longer, but I thought that it's too annoying, especially when you get overwhelmed. But I think I do need to redo it in some way. Look at, no, okay. Some of these enemies need to have bigger health too. I could actually go back through and put like, and these upgrades need to last a little less too. Oh, whoops, trying to make sure that actually went off by itself, not that I did that. Oh, look at this. That is amazing. I'm pretty sure you'd be hearing the sound, which is really nice. I hope you enjoyed the sound. I do plan to add like general music to this, but I do have some music in mind. But this is what we're gonna get, and then we get the heart down here. I did attempt to make sure these were as different from each other as I could possibly do. But I don't think it worked that well. Oh, there you go, turned off. The fire upgrade works perfectly. It's just the shield and the lightning one doesn't work very well. I guess the health one works pretty well too. Oh, okay, now I'm gone. I did kind of step back because I wanted to fix up the UI when I was doing this too. So I took a step back just to fix up this UI. Which was a good thing. I needed to do that because it was annoying. It was relying on 2 different pauses and everything. And it was a need to be done then and now type thing. Okay, now let's see if Prison Architect's ready. How long did I last there? I didn't pay attention. Oh, that's pretty good. 3 minutes. See? And it came, I was hoping to like be like, oh, let's click, you know, like real fast paced ones, but I think I'm happy with that. It taking it that long. I might add more health to them. Probably the best way of approaching that. Okay, play. Hey, play. I probably should have washed my hair, it's all itchy. I haven't washed it in a while. Well, I guess I went to the pool yesterday, so I was lucky I didn't watch it in time soon that. I also got more of these lollies, which is nice. That probably didn't sound very nice. I like the orange and lemon more than the lime in here, because I got a little mixed pack of it. Okay, I've got water. Probably shouldn't have that, but oh, I did have it now, didn't I? Okay, Mundo! And don't worry, it's not frozen before you do ask questions. Okay. I'm not really worried about with what's outside not to have a title page, because anyone knows this game, it didn't really had a front page for a long time. Okay. Whoops. Create a new prison. Let's go large. Very short, let's add some willow in. Hopefully everything won't burn this time. Let's go to the snow. Hell yeah. Yeah, sure. That's what I don't really want to give them any needs. Due to the fact I blame them for destroying the Alphism. Let's get the Husky. Yay! We're going to the snow. We're going far out to the snow. I feel like she'd be a good one out in the snow. Go with her. So this seems like that real fancy one out in the snow, like you come out to the snow and you're like, who wants this present? She's like, I am. The big evil villain looking one. Mutations actually, let's go have a look here. You gotta make sure the visual files generation and all that's on, yeah. I should have washed from here last night enough to go on a bit of salt. That was all we get. Just had that windmill got cancelled by the Australian by the Australian ones in charge of the winning the games. I don't think I actually quite know their specific name. But that was kind of annoying. Let's go for the wild guys again. I'll probably change it if needed. Let's go for Winterly Prison. We're out here in the snow in the dead of night, on the dead of day. Oh, that might be a good decent thing too. Do 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 do. It's a snow out here when it's crazy as hell. I should have really got the smaller one. Yeah, I did not realize how bad my hair was until now. Pretty sure I got an actual problem with it because what's it called? Dermatitis problem. Basically is with my hair. So I haven't watched it in a while or mistreated it. It really does go itchy. Not very fun when that happens. No. Yeah, guys. It seems like the snow was already cleared out for y'all. Look at those pine trees. See, a lot of time pine trees have a triangular shape. Like, most of the time, tends to have more of a circular shape. Let's even include the oats here too. I think a lot of time with eucalyptus, they're more of a half circle shape off from the branches there. Usually end up getting. Judging by how many times I've drawn them in that kind of shape and how they look outside, then yeah. Look at that beautiful snow. But we need to make sure they know that to enjoy the snow. I don't know why they just didn't make the fences to be its own thing above it. I figured that out pretty early on that you could do that. At least with Godot. Easy good. Love hate relationship I have with actually no, I hate Uni entirely. Okay, I'm gonna do. Ugh. It is really bad. Everything around me is going to be like messy. That's going to be fun. I've still got a little rainbow located here. Little coaster I'm trying to draw it up. I haven't quite finished him up yet. I actually think he's basically finished. I think he just needs his little splay. I like to coat them in. I've done a few birds like that and like to coat them resins. Yeah. Takes a bit of work to find actually good stuff for it. And probably a bit more on the Lord and Villains one, that would be nice. They still got their little kinks to work out, but that game can go places when they do work it out. It'd be like, in a few years, you'd be like, holy shit, this game has come a long way. Okay, Mundo. Oh, phone wants to be a noisy boy. There's a gym membership that paid off. Then the steps you need to do for the day. That's counted. I don't have like smartwatch or anything, so I can't carry it around with me all the time. That's the one thing I hate about that check-in system, was that I had went into this problem when it was really big around. My phone was flat once. And I couldn't check into anything. I was a bit sneaky about it, but something really went in there. I was gonna connect to there, but I don't think that's the finest idea. I did not make that very well in a way of fitting things into one. Nice! Good job. I will actually play that game eventually if it does work with this too. Lords and Villains, I don't know if it's good. Now, this is in my life I probably have to put in its own little room. Although, if it was both heated, if it was really hot, you had to put something like that in its own room before it overheats and sets itself on fire. If you're someone from the cold and you don't know much about the heat. Bad heat can just be as bad, but I think it's really cold to be worse. But sometimes drought, I think drought will probably be one of the worst of things than the cold. I don't know, I've never been around the cold. I mean, I've been semi around the cold. But that's an area where in winter it will get pretty cold because it can snow there. But it doesn't snow very often. It just gets the cold air from the snow. Biggest problem, if you get enough plants that do hardy through that cold air, you can do pretty well. But the biggest problem when you get to the levels of dryness, or when you get to drought, there's very few crops that could survive that boy. And your land's never the same after it too. And to fix drought, when you're in proper drought, is that you gotta have continuous rain over a certain amount of time, not all at once, and it floods easier too. Is a good thing for that. Something else to know about. Which I say when it comes to that position, it probably can be more harsh. I'm after deliveries. Here we go. There we go. I don't exactly know why I was having a little bit of a whinge there. Watch out for those giants. He's a hard mistress. I got this one somewhere. Maybe I can work with this. Wait, there's no lakes in here? I'm pretty sure I ticked the box. We forgot the lakes. Oh my god. Oh, did we just not have lakes? That could have been a possibility too. What happens if I turn off in this winter? Ah, back on. But I guess if you get to the point where you have harsh snow, you can't really do much with that either. You can't figure about animals. Where was it in this winter? Here we go. Did we turn on the winter? Did we turn on the gauge or did we not? I don't know. Plants. These are godsend. Oh, we gotta put down doors. I forgot about door outside. And we gotta put these inside walls in here. Oh, the sunlight is harsh on the snow that we see. Don't remember which one's the rotation button, you know. Any moment, if you guys want to make that universal for each of these city builders, I would not mind that. Gotta make sure they have some water. I keep pressing on one. I keep pressing E due to the fact that it was the latest rotation button I had to deal with. Well, seeing as we don't have 50 miles of wood, let's go with old-fashioned boy. It kinda doesn't make sense. Oops. Really nice still to find on Etio. I managed to find a little baby platypus. I think it was South Australia. We will become that area. That was a small than I think it was, but that just made it look better. Welcome to your domain, woman. Oh well. Here is your office. Hope it's to your standards. We did not condone evil activities. It just happens. Ladies section. There we go. Good, it is not big enough. That was one of my biggest problems when first playing this game, was that if it was gonna work, because my last dealings with actually a type of builder like this was not so well. And lucky my kills obviously of building a prison out needed that, because we wouldn't be playing Prison Tech now if it didn't. So thank God to that. Look at all this space to make a square prison. Hooray. This is why I like using the legs. It makes sure the shape isn't square. Oh, there's a plane come over. Probably would have heard that. I think we've been on the flight path all day today. Usually it can happen, sometimes it cannot happen. It depends. You still have to go underneath the flight path at school. And you'll have to train that out. So I guess it probably would have been if I didn't went to school underneath one, it probably would be a very different story. I wouldn't have been used to it for a little while. I half the time couldn't tell you when they come across. Like some of my devlogs, you can probably hear the planes coming in the background. About 90% of them I would have not paid attention a little bit to. Which is very nice. I'm attempting to get its 9 hours off on the with the planes. My personal opinion, you can get used to the planes if you're patient enough and wait. But I kind of get where you cannot. But planes don't really come that often. My dad used to live near a train. He said you drain it out eventually. But I reckon a train will be more annoying than planes. Like, well, living near one of those. Because they'll be coming like every hour or more with you, depending where you are. What I find really interesting, so there where I used to live, basically you could only go north. You couldn't actually go down south by bus or anything, or by train. Like, the idea of train in my area was like, what? This is like a city thing. But ever since moving up here and actually going north past like the main city area I'm in, on the other side of the state, it's like a train. Someone's like, you get a train from where I live now to halfway up the state, and I'm like, What? I couldn't even go down I can't even catch a bus 30 minutes south from where I am. And you're telling me I can catch a freaking train backwards and forwards? I don't care if you're saying it only leaves once or twice at the end of the beginning of the day. Like, the idea of a train is like, whoa, leaving your area. I don't think you've been there where that opportunity ceases to exist. It's so weird coming to and be able to be in that area. So if I really truly wanted to, I could go up halfway up north, up through this state, and if I had the money to spend on hotels and everything, and be able to do that without the need of a car, that's like really cool. Because where I used to live, you were gonna definitely need your driving license and a car eventually. That's a big problem about Australia, is that we need a car to go anywhere, and you need your driving license. Reason why it's the most popular transport. Like, so when you're watching anime, where they sometimes talk about where they don't really use cars, some of them don't have license. Like, that'd be it's pretty much a fantasy here, unless you're not very confident or physically incapable of getting a license. So the only reason you will not get a license, but you could say you don't want a license, but that's generally what it comes by. I guess I don't have one, half because at the age I was when you first could have got one, like 16, I couldn't afford it, so. And then in this area I am now, I kind of don't need to really focus on it as much because I don't need to. I mean, I do need to drive to some places if I really want to go anywhere real fancy, like any real fancy shops. But it's been kind of nice if you just wanted to go stand in a little shop, like to the nearest food shop would have been a good half an hour wide, and if I took a half an hour wide, I'd probably pass a few bigger shops along the way. I probably could actually get to a little industrial area if I was keen to do it. I attempted to walk to it once. It took me 2 hours to walk to anywhere near it, and I still didn't get to it. I did got to a nice little food area on the way to it. And then had lunch there and a bit of water because I didn't bring water with me. Lucky that was on the one. Oh, I wouldn't end up too well. But I guess I had water. I did this in the middle of COVID, so everyone was very wary of the bubblers and everything. Me drinking from the bubblers, or my sister was. So I drank from the bubblers because I was thinking, I'd rather drink from the bubblers than faint of dehydration along this walk. Because that is what's gonna affect me dead and now. COVID can come up later, man. Dehydration is not the finest thing to have if you have never had it before. Although heat stroke is a harsh, much more sneaky. Actually, heat stroke is pretty bad too. But dehydration is a sneaky boy. Pretty sure, wasn't it? Yeah. One of them was a sneaky boy. I had started both once. Not really, never got extreme. But I have at least had heat stroke pretty bad. But not too bad. Like, not bad enough that I had to go to the hospital. Just bad enough that I had to get out of the hockey gear I was in and into shade. I'm most sure same with dehydration too. I had to get a drink and everything. It's really hard in the here when it's in the middle of summer. Oh, not summer, just in the middle of the heat. That's when it's always been getting to the point where it's just been getting hotter and hotter. Because I was in field hockey with the Goldie gear. I actually didn't mind doing that. That was kind of fun to do. But where I am now, I'm further away from it. and I'm like in the middle of 2 areas that didn't. I like doing it, but I don't love it enough to go for an hour's drive either way just to get to where we need to go. And be treated like shit. Because I have been in the teams in the cup for a while, and I haven't managed, I managed to get to Division 2 for a little while. And then they put me back down to Division 3. Not because of skill. Because they just did. And then you know who they call. You know who they get first. Whenever somebody higher above me is an out. They come and get me. Because they know I'll come. I've basically done I don't know. Areas, like, so whenever you do the council areas, like, there's used to be a Gold Coast team, which is strange enough. We used to be, like, something like that, like, those type of areas, like, just, like, council areas. There we go, that's better. A lot of Brisbane. Whenever I played Brisbane, had a lot of areas too. There's a non-money team. They were actually pretty difficult to beat too. A lot of areas from Brisbane and all those teams. They had like 4 teams that come over. Oh god. Even Division 4, like Team 4 was hard to beat. Mate. Actually, when this switch, actually went to Red Hill to play a game that was interesting. We went to Ipswich too, play one. Went up all the way to Gympie, play one. I didn't mind that place actually, but now it's all flooded from the recent events. It was still a pretty nice place, but yeah, I've like played in that in the under 21s, like under 18s, somewhere along that line. Like, I haven't gotten to that for a long time again. And once they need someone, they went straight to me. They need someone for Division 1. They went straight to me. For someone who played in Division 3, they must have been pretty skillful. And it's not like when I went to Division 1 it was like so overwhelming. I mean, it was a completely different game. I actually like Division 2 the most. Division 2 is the ones that, if they're assholes usually went up to Division 2, they weren't the finest people. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some nice people in there, but a lot of the time you find those ones who suddenly want to really take it seriously. And win Division 1. I actually like playing Division 2 the most. That was actually kind of nice. I don't mind Division 3, but when coming back from... I had to play Division 3 when I was doing Division 2. And coming back down to that, I was like, holy shit, I have forgotten how slow and sloppy this can be. It was making me exhausted, even if I got new gear for, which is kind of annoying. I thought I was going to play more years. Kind of glad I didn't play last year actually, because of all COVID. You couldn't actually get to it. When I used to, because of all the bullshit and COVID and everything like that, you know. But it's uncommon to me to be COVID was stopping you for doing so. I mean, if anything ever comes closer, if the area that I'm in now wants to ever make a team, I guess if they ever come looking for me, I'm not gonna say no. I'll play on their team for a little bit. They treat me with a bit of respect than the last ones. I can give them an outdoor shower. What do you guys think? I'm thinking about that very hard. An outdoor shower. I like seeing more boxing days would be kind of nice. Wouldn't mind actually doing the boxing gym stuff, but I don't know. I actually got a pretty decent deal for the gym I joined because they were starting to open up. And so I thought I might as well join them. I basically didn't have to pay for the key card or the joining fee at all. And I just had to pay for the weekly or fortnightly payments. I mean, $30 too. Well, less than $30, but I'm trying to do the karate one, but that was like $40. I couldn't do that. I don't need that. I could get that through COVID when I was getting a bit of money. Due from the fact that the first time ever they actually paid anybody on welfare payments the specific amount they needed. I got one's trying to get me into work really up my ass. But I don't really want to be working, getting underpaid. Underemployment should be counted in unemployment. No one should be unemployment in this day and age. And if you don't know what underemployment is, it's basically if you're working, you're not getting enough money to sustain yourself. But which is the reason why if you did universal wage, and say you're working one of these unemployment jobs, and let's say you're getting $400 a fortnight plus that money you're getting for that work, you're gonna be more inclined to do that than if you're just getting that underemployment work. But then if they're going to do a system like that, you have to make that job more enjoyable as you as an employer. You have to treat the person who does that job that you don't want to do with more respect. And that's what, if they ever did universal wage, will really pull their heads in. I was hoping that COVID will really pull their heads in. But they're lucky that Australia had one of the worst governments in charge. Hopefully in America they're still trying to pull those businesses' heads in. That's weird. How many days have been kind of nice? Oh, it's almost been an hour. I thought it was less. Ugh. These are rock candies have been kind of nice to find. Oh, then last time we went to this little lolly shop, ended up getting ice cream combined with dipping dots. Like, whoa! Imagine doing that. So this place, I don't know. At least in the area I am called Co-Walk. You get, I'm pretty sure it's a fan ice type thing, and you get to choose your ice creams and you get to choose what to mix in. I was just saying to my sister when we got these, I imagine a place that does that. You get ice cream and Dippin' Dots and then just mix it on all at once. Like, whoa, that's like fantasies fulfilled, you know? Because even if it actually melts into, even if it like melts in the ice cream, still works. Even if it holds its shape, even better. Like, either way, I reckon it will work. It's like top dog kind of stuff, man. It's like your fantasies built. I'm telling you, I might put a door on top. No, I have to put one on the bottom. This is a very trippy building. Yeah, somehow I forgot the stream on Sunday. Look at all that beautiful wood. I see money in there. We have to add. Oh no, we don't have any of them yet. Maintenance. Health. Security. Oh, we're out here in the wintry days. There's nothing else much to say or do. Winter might be harsh, but there's nothing else we can do. Welcome to the state of an art winter prison, or snow prison I actually call it. You will be safe within our prison walls. Or I should have probably put on the acid rain. Should I? I don't know. Oh no, hang on, we're on another planet. Hang on, what was that planet saying? There's like a area, there's like a moon or something that's really cold or something. Cold, I just can't remember what it's called. I'm telling you now. Damn, I should pay more attention to my space stuff, man. Over to the state of an art. Snow moon prison. Or icy planet prison, I don't know. What do you think, snow moon? Or snow prison? I think snowy prison. Instead of snow prison. Put a little Australian flair to it. How's it going out there? I see a lot of Wayne, and someone in the pool. I've never been actually in that big pool. Even this one near me. There was a real bad thunderstorm, and then some people were in that pool like, mate, you shouldn't have not been in that pool. Like, it was bad. Like, whenever it does start snowing, I will actually have to get off and cancel. Actually, that day was actually when the bad storms come. Was a Sunday, but it was after streaming. After streaming time. Like, man, I had that like a moment to myself then that day. I don't know. Shit was happening. I don't know. Basically, you know what happened that day. Boom. Let's put down our door. Here in our state of it, snowy moon prison. Come on, guys. Putting those lights in. Thank God the snow doesn't, or the cold air doesn't break those lights. Oh, 15 degrees? That's actually pretty good. 15 degrees is actually not that bad. This is Celsius, which it is. I once had 9 degrees in this area. I had to put jacket on then. Actually, it was pretty cold in the morning. About 9 degrees. In middle winter, I was waiting for a coffee. That was like last winter. Dude, that wasn't that long ago. I haven't been in this area for like 2 years now. Or 2 winters. And yeah, this is the second, well technically this is almost the third year. At the end of the second year. When April comes along, it's start of the third year. Coming in this area. Well, it's weird to think that, I've spent only like 2 winters or 2 summers in here, man. Actually, it might be in the third year. No, it's still 3 years. Kind of when you get up to there. Well, 2 years actually. Yeah, I think it's 2 years. Moved here in 2020. It's confusing me. That's nice, isn't it? I'm meant to be the one good at math too in this family. Hang on. Isn't there something special whenever it rains in the snow that's worse or something? I don't know. Something along those lines. I remember someone talking about it. Parents, because they lived in the snow longer than I ever have. We need to find drains before, well, everything gets wet. Oh, before everything gets wet. Boom. No, the wall wasn't meant to be demolished. It knew its place. It knew someday I was gonna need it. It knew all along. Yet, I didn't either. They damn hillies. And just put that as a little marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's good enough. I'm going to put that as a little shower. That isn't obvious what I'm trying to do. I'm going to be a cool fancy shower like this to have it so you can go one hole and come out the other hole. There we go. Ideas coming out left, right and centre. Then you get showers in the middle. Well, actually, no, outside probably be better in this situation due to its size, you know? Probably want to put a little bit of a thing there. Just in case they wanted to. See what that does. Shouldn't be too bad if I do that. Hopefully my notification system worked out well. But I'm guessing it might have not. What time am I looking here? 3 o'clock. Oh, 514 people. That's going pretty well. Still is. You gotta make sure the weather is in our favour too. That doesn't want to be nice at all. Okay, I'm feeling distracted by the wolves. Oh my god. The shape needs a bit of work, man, but your colouring is really good. My first opinion, dude, he made a really good colouring of wolves. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my god, I have problems. These wolves, they're all amazing. Oh my god. That was really good. Oh my god, I have problems. I can say on bad problems, I just really like wolves. Which is kind of reason why the Blood Wolf was the first dude I built. I don't really think out the other skills though in that game, the biggest problem now. Whatever the future has for that game, I think it will go well for it, I know Dragon. I feel like it'll be kind. Whatever the output of its future is. That might be a joke I tell to myself, but it's not. I don't think so. I feel like I could just tell, mate. I think of better and easier ways to make that world into something. Just to keep on saying you call it a very successful game when you make like a money house when you get cheap toys. And I'm thinking now I call it successful when there is people who got the game and they're so happy that they keep coming back to play it. Like it's something they always come back to. That's what I call successful. You know, I'm a fool. Think that or I'm not. Be fair, boss man. Or black man. Actually, hang on, what's that position? I actually think it's the same name for that position. I'm much qualified to work on the work site anyway. Yeah, I find it very surprising when you're doing that jobs better to you thing was or jobs where you need a higher level, a bit more of an education for, or higher level education. Not really highest, but anything where you need a certificate for. It's technically unqualified, at least for any animation thing. I should probably dig into that if I could. But the problem with, as someone who has seen a lot of game development, probably one of the most bitchy things that woman has told me that want to teach her and put you in any single job she possibly can was, how do you know they're bad? It's the most bitchiest thing they said to me. Real-time companies that are big gaming companies usually are. And plus, without no joking, I want to go and prove a point that go independent, make your bloody game. Maybe where you want to go. I want to be part of that wave of people. And if that game really kicks off and a lot of people go see it, that's pretty good then. It looks like now it's starting to get cold. Yeah, my eyes are worldly. I think from what I said before, it's sunscreen in my eyes. But I have to put some on to go outside. I could put in my eyes myself, which is very nice. But I didn't think so. Unless it's worldly for something else, which is fun too. Didn't have any coffee today. I love having coffee, especially when you get the fancy chocolate coffees. I've talked about them before, in my opinion on them. They're nice. If you don't have one, well, I recommend go get one. If you know a place that will get one. But it's really nice. It's kind of a good thing, kind of annoying thing that I've gotten used to using all the good, good milk and everything in the coffees. Like, if you chuck in real decent milk, you'd wonder how different it is. I'm actually going to copy these worms when it's done here. I actually think the setup looks really decent. Oh, and then see how it works here. We could put in another door. Oh my god, I did that such genius ways here. Whoops, it's uneven. No. I don't know why I wanted to rotate it. Oh well. That's how it goes up here in the distance. I gotta make a hold and sell, gotta hold in within. I don't know what's out here and I never will. This is the prison out through the bush, out in the middle of the snow. Not really big. A lot of the creepers can actually survive in the snow. Like, they aren't really a hardish or desert-like tree. They like survive anywhere these trees do. Pretty sure a lot of the stoneware have different bleeds, but it is kind of weird when you think about it. They can practically survive anywhere. Okay, do you think I look witch woman? Huh? Do you think I can make these fancy luxurious cells? A click of a button? Well, kind of I can, but do you think we have enough money for that, man? No, the financial one. I assume you know. The goods. I'd like to extend this wall out, but I don't know if I could trust my workers. I guess I have to. Guys, don't do anything stupid, alright? Oh, I gotta change all this. Let's go make this work on. Buffet, guys, have fun. Oh, try to have fun. This is a newly built snowy moon prison. I said the word. It is snowy moon prison. That's what I gotta call it. I gotta make sure I remember going into my memory. It's snowy moon prison. Where is the common room? Here we go. I might just leave it here without the walls. It's not really needed to have walls in it. It just needs to be indoors. You know what I think about that? That's not my Aussie way, you know. I need to make sure everything's outdoors. Like, you make sure you feel the breeze on you. No matter how bloody cold or rain it is out there, or how bloody damn hot, everything goes outside. I wonder if we actually have a less of a population of soul sadness after something I've heard about it. Relying on your sun, how much sun you get when you're young. I guess some people are prone to it too, because I would assume I would have got something in that, if that logic's true. How the central sadness was to be outside more. I'm pretty sure, at least for a young kid, I was outside a bit. I was wandering around doing something. I think I was a lot on my own, running around on my own doing a lot of things, which probably explains a lot of common behavior, but And when I say young, I mean I was like 5 or something. 5, man. Younger than 5 or something. That not very well watched. The injuries my sister done to herself traumatized me enough than me doing anything to myself. Because I haven't actually physically hurt myself that badly. I've not broken a bone, and yeah. Hopefully I'm not jinxed it. He's a kid I haven't won in a while. Are they meant to be above the chains? Is this the reason why I never gotten them working for myself? This tend to never work for me. It had to be above the chains for the look of it. Ugh. What time are we looking at now? We're moving up in the world. We're going crazy as hell. We're moving up in the world. I need to actually give my general channel here. I guess it is an adventure game calling to this. I've gone on an adventure like no other. Around the world to the moon prison they say I'm going to. I'm stuck in a prison that I never foreseen. There you go. No, I wanted to go to here. Here we go. For a split second I'll have a third person watching me once then. This little one I did of the Puma one got me 11 views. That's really interesting. Good to see that some of the demos got good views on it. I was hoping that was the case. I actually think I went to the wrong place I was meant to not be doing. The main prison will end up, I think the last part was 16. Or 15 might have been the last part. I don't know. Oh, can't shoot, gone shit. There we go, we're back in. I'm pretty sure I tried it on the Kingdom Castle one, but I don't think it worked as well as some of these other games did. I think it went worse than what this one's doing. Right at the kind of second. Actually, we're gonna look at Godot in the background here. I'm starting to get hot in here now. The sky is turning blue. God, everyone on the East Coast think it's a godsend. They say that the sky's turning blue. There's been a lot of let's see what you say. Rain resulting in flooding. Let's talk. Let's be cheerful here. Around this country, I feel sure the world's like talking about how Ukraine's gonna invade. All I was hearing in the news for the last week was Ukraine, then floods. Which is probably why I was having my moment on Sunday and having to miss out on the streams. Like, I was just hearing all that. It's so annoying. Hearing all that bullshit, you know? That's why it was like, guess what? We're gonna add a bit of floods to that arrangement. Everyone loves floods, don't they? At the same time, we had more floods than we had fires. Fires tend to be more harsh. Floods tends to be more brutal. Another tends to go against each other. But floods like to have slow pain. Like to make sure to give you pain slowly, while fires tends to burn everything, and it will end everything fast. And also a cleanup job too. Fires probably would be compared to floods, because I reckon the big mental problem between fires and floods is that floods, you have to go in your house and clean up after floods. Fires, well, I'm pretty sure in that factor, although it might be harsh, bad to see your house burnt down, you don't have to get it. You still have, if it was flooded, you would have had to get it all repaired and probably knock it down anyway if it was badly flooded. But in some way, fire and could be this. Fire tends to be harsh, but it isn't brutal as what you would do floods. Like floods wipe everything out and make you clean up the wreckage. I mean, that's the biggest thing about floods compared to fires. Holy shit, I don't need 30 people! But God, we caught that in time! I wish I gave you a percentage. No wonder we're picking up so many people. No, sorry if that hurts you in any way, shape, or form. That's how it is, but... What's my schedule? I meant to look at the schedule. That's what I'm meant to be doing. Ah, 2 hours from 2 o'clock is that's what I'm meant to be doing. So amigos, I ended up getting my milk discount for some reason. Twice in a week, or twice for 2 weeks, I guess technically. I ended up getting the second one, so I've got a second one for later on. Oh my god. Oh, I have no money. I have $0. Damn, I always knew I was rich. Can't. In real life, I'm more richer than my prison. Well, that's surprising. No, I'm not that poor, but I am seasonally. Oh, let's do for this. Well, that's because I haven't really done much these days. Well, people are like, what's outside? At least a decent amount. I actually didn't get that much people on it. Probably the woodpecker probably gonna get more people on it. Oops. I almost pressed spacebar. Didn't know what I was gonna do. I'm trying to find my tabs now. Here we go. Find my tabs back. Ugh. I'm going to the movies tomorrow, I think. I don't know what's going on there. Dang, is that water done? Yeah, today since it was raining a bit, I didn't turn on the fan, so we don't really air going around the place. Well, the window's slightly open. Many skulls. We got 6 people following. The girls always lying to you. Gotta make sure to do my next goal to be 51 views. This so we can play into the joke that I need 51 people, not 50. What are you guys up to? Actually, we need to zoom this up. It's gone too slow. Turbo speed! I think, Boom Week Film is gonna be a nice little series where you can come in anytime, anywhere, and be okay with it, and then go back in and watch the rest. Because I like to find a series like that. I reckon it'd be your deadliest weapon. I just got $8 and lost $8. Oh, that's so depressing. Well, is that just how life has been? I've got some money, then I take away from me. Then it's gonna take it away from me. Oh, this memo could do something here. Well, we can do some cleaning. Well, that'd be interesting. Then we let the gardeners do whatever the hell they want to do because I have no physical control over what they do. That's one of my criticisms of Lords and Villains one is that I like my family to have more power to help those people, or help the people that it is in the domain in some way, so they don't die, or at least have the ability to where they could help. Because some of them were dying of starvation due to the fact there's no one to pick them up or to help them. What's up, Cook? How's your chilly winter days? No, that's where you have the staff room right there. That's like the #1 idea. I'm gonna make sure this is all open, and then whenever a prisoner keeps coming out the front door, you're like, all the guards come flying out. It seems like a really good idea. I just needed a reset. Sometimes it needs to go through its systems again. That's one good way of explaining coding is that you need a trigger, you need it to do a function, what that function will do, and then the output of that function. It's probably the best way to describe coding. And describe like Redstone and Minecraft and a lot of stuff, machine learning stuff, is that you always need an input that tells when something's happening. So that's so you have a timer. It's the input, so it gets every 5 seconds. It hits off a function, and so that function is to send someone to go build something. That person will go every 5 seconds. Or 5 minutes probably would be better. And then the output of that is they build in the place. The place is being built. Not a very good example, but that's how it basically works. Oxygen not included is a good way to get your mind thinking like that, I reckon. If you ever want a game to get your mind thinking more mechanical. Because the way you gotta pick with oxygen not included is that you gotta get to the point where you can recycle all your stuff. Or at least that's how I like to think about it as. Which the reason why I like that game a lot in that fact is due to the fact that you gotta get to a point where you can recycle, or eventually you're gonna run out of things. That's what we need to do these days too in real life, is to recycle. You recycle more stuff than what they're doing. And if there's a way that's inefficient, why don't you make a better efficient way, mate? Is my advice to those people who keep complaining about being inefficient. Science is there to make things more efficient. You see what mobile phones and computers have done over the years. They've become more efficient. Oh no, my money got taken away. Can I actually get pony? What? How do you get my money taken away and I don't get negative consequences for it? I'm confused. Not cool. I'll be right with you when I can afford, the thingy-jiggy. The person. Press the one button again, I'll press the B button. I'm not going to pretend I can't understand the functionality of that button. I can hear someone having a good old shower. Oh. Things like we can add you into. Or was this like we always had you here? And ma'am. Ma'am. There we go, they're coming. Ah, thanks for the extra bucks. I always like the idea. And idea I like to bring my own games when I make them. Is that I want you as the player to think of new and different ways to play the game. I don't want the game to be played all the same by everybody. Even the one with what's outside. I want the game isn't going to be played same for each person. Well, I guess I could play similar to that one. But I just don't want you to be thinking, oh, shoot at everything, yay, shoot. I just don't want you to be shooting everything. It's fun shooting things at sometimes, but it's also fun doing different things. Rather than shooting all the time. Here's the staff room. Sir, are you okay in it? Do I have to call the fire brigade? I mean, I guess in this universe, or in this place, they don't really help you out. Okay, no, okay, he's good. He wicked himself out of pool. I was a bit worried about him until the second there. He's on his job now. Go, manies, go! No, I must have enough money for it. Put these pipes in there before they take away my money. It's so annoying with the federal government not helping them out either. Those people. Where I used to live, there's two places that always get, oh, well, I guess that's counted, but not really in the same council, but 2 areas in Wyoming that always get flooded badly. And they're not really getting any help. Even areas that usually don't get flooded at all, like the main street of where I used to live is actually, well, the main street of the town I used to live in is flooded over. It was for the pictures we've seen in the newspaper. From an isolated town becomes more isolated. Place I respect, but no, if I ever stayed there, I was gonna go nowhere. That's my opinion. Well, that old town, I didn't like it. Well, I guess it's actually a reasonably new town and age. That's what it is like. Oh, I might start doing the booming food in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. You guys get to watch the Oh, looks like everything hasn't burned, trashed, and burnt to the ground yet. That's a good sign. Ugh. That everything hasn't burnt to the ground. Ah, they built this place now. Good little workers. No, we haven't got a door. Oh, now we do. Can you leave me alone for 5 minutes? What my position is anyway. They keep telling me I'm a warden, but then there's a dude that has his, what name is it? Okay, that kept ticking off and on. Oh yeah. Send the Saint Man insane. I'm sorry that annoys you. We need holding cell. Build a holding cell. Oh, can't put things in it. 3, 4. Double speed, go! Ding.